Good morning, students.
Good morning, parents.
Good what?
Morning.
Mooring? What's mooring? Okay, fair enough. I think that's good morning. Anyway, sorry we're a bit late this morning posting the next video. Little Addy fellow wouldn't go to sleep, so we're a little bit behind this morning, so I do apologise. We might start today's numeracy session with a bit of a joke. Hey Zay, I've got a good joke for you.
Yeah?
What do you call a cow with two legs?
What?
Lean meat.
Ah.
Get it? Lean meat? Lean meat?
Yeah.
Sorry for any vegetarians, lean meat. You got a joke for me?
Yes. So, what does a hat say to the other hat?
What does the hat say to the other hats? What did the hat say to the other hat?
You stay here, I'm going on ahead.
You stay here, I'm going on ahead. Love it. Oh, how funny. All right, so today's session we are going to, I don't know if you remember last week or earlier on this week, I told you to print off 2 of these 150 charts. Now today's activity can be done with a simplified chart, maybe up to 100, or you can do, if you're younger years, you can do even up to 20 or 50. Advanced students, you could do a chart using decimals. Okay, so it could be a decimal chart. So print this off, and if you should have already printed off if you did. If not, then print another one off, and we will start the activity. Okay, Missy and I did actually start previously. Okay, and I'll show you how to play this activity. Now, this activity you are looking at division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Okay, Missy, what did you say to me before?
I said that it's actually called BODMAS.
It is called BODMAS.
Is a shorter way to say brackets of addition, multiplication.
Brackets of
division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction.
Excellent.
You can actually write it down, BOD.
And it does spell BODMAS, doesn't it? Brilliant. So for this activity, okay, you will need, depends on what ability the student is. You could use 3 dice. If they're only working in, say, up to 20, you could just use a couple of dice, or even 3 dice. Now we're going to use 4 today. Now if you don't have 4 dice at home, okay, just write the numbers 1 to 6 on a piece of paper, turn them over, and then just pick up the piece of paper to see what number you're using. Now we started off, and the whole idea of this activity is with your 150 chart, okay, you have to make it from the start, any of the numbers at the top, and work your way down to any number along the bottom. Now the winner, okay, is the first person to reach this bottom row. Now, the rules are you have to, okay, connect with your numbers. So the first one was 5 for me, and then the second one I made 16. Now, I'll go back in a minute and explain how I made these numbers. So you can make them so they connect diagonally, okay, or they can go vertically down, okay. Or you can even go horizontally and then work your way down and find a different path, but that will take longer, but it's up to you. The winner, remember, is the first person to reach the bottom row. Now, when you're doing this game as well, I'd like you to roll for your partner, and the whole reason you roll for your partner, so your partner is engaged when it's their turn in the activity. Now, on my first roll, I rolled a 1, a 2, another 1, and a 5. Okay, now you can challenge the student as much as you like with this. Okay, you can set them a target where they have to use each of the algorithms. So they have to use division, multiplication, addition, add, subtraction, or you can say, okay, you can use addition and subtraction if they're the younger years. Okay, we are going to have a go at all of them as we go through.
Because I'm obviously in a higher grade.
You can actually have a tables chart on the wall as well for this activity, so that the student can look at their times tables. Okay, now I rolled a 1, a 2, a 1, and 5. Okay, and I did 2 times 5, and I put it in brackets because that's part of the the BODMAS and the sum. So 2 times 5, and that equals 10. I put a 10 at the bottom just as a visual. Okay, the student can do this to help them as well. 2 times 5 is 10. Then I divided it by 2. Okay, so 2 times 5 is 10. Divided by 2 is 5. Then I added 1, and then I took away 1. Okay, so my answer was 5. So that's how I made my first one, and then I filled it in here. My second go, okay, I rolled a 2, a 4, a 2, and a 5, and I did 5 times 4 equals 20. I put a little 2 at the bottom just to remind me. Take away 2, so 20 take away 2 equals 18. Take away another 2 equals 16. And I shaded in my 16. So on my next go now, I either want to get a 26, a 25, or a 27. I can go across this way and I can go across this way. You can even work backwards if you have to, but remember it's a race to the bottom. Now on Miss Z's first go, she started on an 8, and what did you do? And get the student to write down what equations, algorithms they can use on their task. So we're using all of these. Now Miss C, what did you roll on your first one?
So my first one, I rolled a 4, a 2, a 5, and a 1. Obviously you can't see properly because I've crossed them out when I use them.
Good.
And I did 4 plus 1 equals 5, and I wrote that down at the bottom here. And I did it in brackets.
Good.
And then minus 2 equals 2 plus 5 equals 3.
Yeah, minus. Yeah, you were right the first time. So 4 plus 1 equals 5. Yeah, and then you put this part of the sum in brackets. Good, because you're using addition there. And then you're minusing.
The 1, 2. So 4 plus 1 equals 5 minus 2 equals 3 plus 5 equals 8.
Okay, good.
And that's when I coloured because that's what it equals all together.
All right, good.
So I coloured in the 8. And my second one was did 6 times 2 plus 6 plus 1 equals 19, and then I coloured it in here, and they're obviously going diagonal.
Good. So 6 plus 2 is 12. 6 times 2, is 12, plus 6 plus 1, okay, which was the 7. So 7 plus 12 is 19. Well done, Zaya. Now you can cross them out, students, as you're going through, so you know which ones you've used to remind you. Okay, now whose go was it?
I think it was mine.
Your go.
Yours.
Okay, my go was it? Okay, so your opponent will roll for you.
So 4, 4, 4, and 3. Wow, that's pretty. 3 4s and
wow, 3 4s. So I'm going to write my numbers down. Where are we? Over here. So 4. 4.
3.
And a 3.
Oh wow.
Now I need to make 26 or 27
or 25.
Or 25. Okay. What am I going to do here? So I'm going to do, let's have a look, think about this one.
Oh, quick question.
Yeah.
What happens if you can't make a number that connects?
Very good. So if you can't, very good question. So if you can't make a sum that connects with any of them, then you miss a go.
Oh.
Okay, very good question.
Or maybe we could do something where you get 5 free lives, and if you don't have one, you can just choose a random number. I don't know.
You could do. We could alternate the game. You could play it different ways. But I think maybe if you can't do one, then you miss a go.
Yeah. If you have a kid that's maybe a bit younger and will get upset if they've missed a go, then maybe you could do something like that. Yeah.
Could do. Okay, so let's have a look. 4. So this is why you write them down so you can have a little play around and work them out. So 4 times 4, 16. Okay, and I've got to make, I could do a 17 if I wanted to. But I'm going to try and make 26. So 4, let's have a look what else I've got. So 4 times 4 is 16. So if I added these, it'll only be 23, so I don't want that. I might just have to go for 17, I think. So I'm going to plus 4. Okay, so I've done 4 times 4 equals 16. There. Plus 4 is what?
Plus 4 is, so 4, 16, 17, 20.
20, good. Take away
3
equals what?
So we had the number 16, 19, 20, 18, or 17.
17, okay, good. So
I have to do 17.
I'm going to have to go across this way for my one. Can you hold my paper, sorry, just still while I colour it in? Thank you. So I had to go 17 across that way. Okay, as you go down, the numbers get bigger, so it's obviously getting harder as you go. Okay, now that is the game. We're going to stop the video there because we are going well over 10 minutes again, and I'm fully aware these videos are quite long, so I do apologise. But that's the activity. Put the tables, we've got a tables chart up on the wall here. Okay, beautifully demonstrated by Missy. So have those to hand because obviously the visuals there will help the students as well. Simplify the game for the younger years, use decimals for the advanced students. We hope you enjoyed today's maths session.
And also, if you wanted to alternate it again, you could use like minuses,
Minuses, yeah, we're
like
using...
minus 1, minus 2.
Oh yeah, you could go into negative numbers with your sums. Yes, you could, good. Thank you, Zaya, well done. Now, we are going to have a break over the weekend and we'll be back on Monday. Okay, thanks guys. Have a lovely weekend, everyone.